Wait a minute, buddy. Do you really believe that the death of these kids was God's plan? Baryu's mind sparked with a thought. The priest bowed his head and pleaded, I know you may never forgive me, but at least save the innocent girl. Baryu ignored him and rushed out like he was heading for the restroom. Oh, what a tearjerker. If it weren't for Shelling's intervention, I wouldn't have even seen my son's body. Although it's a bit late for that, I still thank for giving the kid a resting place. This gratitude acted like an unexpected sedative, temporarily soothing Shelling's inner turmoil. 7 years ago, Baryu saved them from the demon like a hero, thinking they'd be ghosts without him. What's left to fear? Shelling suggested aiding the doctor. Meijin hesitated but agreed. Oh look, videos of this doctor. In the video, Uncle N was already deep in the psychological crisis, which all started from the tragic cancer drama 5 years ago. Even after moving to a remote country villa, his condition still didn't improve, while Xiaoman was lonely, designing her life. This gentleman is tormented by the confinement of life, and his surveillance footage is something you wouldn't dare to look at. One night, he suddenly realized his sister was missing, and searching for her felt like filming a horror movie as the surveillance showed increasingly bizarre scenes. This doctor, desperate for help, found Uncle N in the room, smashing his forehead against the wall like an actor. No matter how the doctor called out, he remained unresponsive until Uncle N turned around, clutching a knife in hand. Well, this scene is scarier than a horror movie. Uncle N stabbed himself in the cheek and then was rushed to the hospital. Unfortunately, medications and assessments worsened his symptoms. It was as if some invisible force was gradually consuming his consciousness, leaving people to question if ghosts really exist. Baryu then played a mysterious surveillance video where 2 guards appeared to be installing cameras in their house, but nothing seemed fit. But the sheriff pointed out a detail. That man had a fuzzy tattoo behind his ear, wondering what that was all about. But Baryu wasn't unfamiliar with that pattern. Father Mark began to recount the story of Joseph to the doctor, sounding like he was sharing a... Joseph was Baryu's childhood buddy in the orphanage, and looked like a young superhero, while Baryu had a physique reminiscent of a beast. Joseph was a rare exorcist who could directly expel demons, but this uniqueness led to him being shunned from a young age. Only Baryu protected him like a big brother, and when Joseph grew up, he became a real exorcist. But Baryu was trapped in the underground world hustling for a living. Every Christmas, Baryu would return to visit his friends, but everything fell apart 15 years ago on Christmas Eve. During the ceremony, Joseph summoned a demon, causing the nuns and kids to die tragically, like a nightmare. Although Joseph went missing, Baryu miraculously survived, carrying endless pain and hatred. He vowed to protect the innocent children while simultaneously hating the brother who destroyed everything. But on that silent and sacred night of Christmas Eve, Baryu unexpectedly received an urgent call that summoned him to the office to hastily prepare for the impending exorcism ceremony aimed at Uncle N. The one leading this time was Shelling, an exorcist who had witnessed too many demonic affairs, while Meijin assisted from the sidelines. They were already used to performing tasks on the edge of death, having a profound understanding and preparation for demonic incursions. Right. The leader was Shelling, an experienced exorcist facing many demons, while Meijin assisted him. Before the ritual began, Baryu explained the dire situation to him, saying that once the exorcism started, the demons inside Uncle N and the cultists could surface at the same time. I will be responsible for ensuring everyone's safety amid the chaos. This will definitely be a fight for life and death, he said solemnly. This was no small matter. Uncle N and his sister were both in danger, and at any moment things could go completely haywire. No matter what, I just wanted to save my sister's life. I'm willing to pay any price, she said resolutely. The opening ceremony has been confirmed. Uncle N is indeed possessed by a certain demon, and it's definitely not a mental issue. Investigation suggests that someone may be using Uncle N to summon a more powerful demon. These mysterious demon cultists blended in with ordinary folks, behaving so correctly it made one suspicious. Only when discovered would they leave a mark, and these cultists spread evil, being completely obedient to the demons. There's also a class of guardians trained systematically, executing tasks like an army to eliminate dissenters. And controlling all this others regional bishops who have long lost their humanity and become demons' henchmen. Behind the scenes issuing commands is that remarkable Archbishop Lucifer, overseeing the entire operation of the demonic system. But why was Uncle N chosen to be the demon's tool, hiding the true past in his long life? Souls like Uncle N's, those wounded yet still pure, are now the easiest to exploit by demons. To further understand the situation, Julian decided to directly contact Uncle N, trying to restore his awareness. Uncle N, wake up. Can you hear me? He softly called, guiding Uncle N back to reality. At first, Uncle N responded weakly, but another voice echoed. He didn't know who, he just remembered not to say it. Julian tried to communicate, but Uncle N was too scared to respond. After experiencing a brief period of silence, he gently placed his hand atop Uncle N's head and softly inquired, "What's your name?" Uncle N struggled, but was taken over by the demon. I was wrong, it laughed arrogantly. The demon floated in the air, beginning to chant ancient curses maniacally as Baruba tried to pressure it for its name. But instead of a name, the demon answered with a cacophony as Baruba placed his hand on the demon's forehead, getting ready to rumble.